There will always be people who doubt you, people who look at your life, your background, your current situation, and quietly decide what you are capable of. Sometimes they won't even say it directly. You'll hear it in their tone, see it in their reactions, feel it in the way they hesitate when you talk about your future. And if you're not careful, you'll start believing them. But here's the truth. Nobody else gets to decide what you can or cannot become. Not your friends, not your family, not the people who failed at their own dreams, and definitely not the voice in your head that tells you to play small. Because most people don't speak from truth. They speak from limitation. They speak from fear, from insecurity, from their own unfinished story. So when they tell you something is impossible, what they really mean is they couldn't do it. And if you accept their limits as your reality, you will never discover what you were actually capable of. Dreams are fragile, not because they are weak, but because they are new. They haven't been proven yet. They don't have evidence yet. They only exist in your mind. And that's why they need protection. You don't share your biggest vision with everyone. Not in the beginning, because not everyone has the capacity to understand it. Some people will laugh. Some will question you. Some will try to bring you back to reality. But what they call reality is often just comfort, and comfort never created anything extraordinary. If you want something different, you have to be willing to walk a different path. And that path, it's not crowded. It's quiet. There will be days when you feel completely alone, when nobody claps for you, nobody supports you, nobody understands what you're trying to build. And in those moments, you will question everything. Is this even worth it? Am I wasting my time? What if this doesn't work? That's the price of chasing something meaningful. It's not supposed to feel safe. It's not supposed to feel certain, because you're stepping into something unknown, and the unknown is uncomfortable. But let me tell you something powerful. Every person who has ever done something great walked through that same uncertainty. They didn't have guarantees. They didn't have approval. They had belief. Belief when nothing was working. Belief when nobody was watching. Belief when results were invisible. And that belief carried them further than talent ever could. You don't need to be fearless. That's a myth. Fear will always exist. The difference is, you move anyway. You take the step even when your hands are shaking. You try even when your mind is filled with doubt. Because courage is not the absence of fear. It's action in spite of it. And yes, you will fail. Not once. Not twice. Many times. You will try something and it won't work. You will give your effort and get no results. You will feel like you're going backwards. But failure is not the end. It's feedback. It's direction. It's information telling you what to adjust. The only real failure is stopping completely. Most people never reach their potential. Not because they can't, but because they quit too early. They stop right before things start to shift. They give up right before progress becomes visible. And that's the tragedy. Not lack of ability, but lack of persistence. If you want something badly enough, you have to be willing to stay when it gets hard. Because success is not comfortable. It's pressure. It's sacrifice. It's choosing discipline over distraction, again and again. It's waking up when you don't feel like it. It's working when you'd rather rest. It's continuing when there is no reward yet. That's what separates people, not dreams. Everyone has dreams, but not everyone has the endurance to chase them. Dreaming is easy. Executing is hard. That's why dreams without structure turn into frustration. You need direction. You need goals. Clear, specific, measurable. Because a dream without a plan is just a wish. But when you break it down, when you turn that vision into daily actions, that's when things start to move. You don't have to know the entire path. You just need the next step. Take the step, adjust, take another. That's how everything is built. And sometimes you'll have to go beyond what feels logical, beyond what feels normal. You'll have to think differently, act differently, see opportunities where others see limits. Because everything extraordinary exists outside the usual way of thinking. People will call it risky. They'll say you're doing too much. They'll say you should be more realistic. But realistic has kept most people average. If you want something uncommon, you have to be willing to do what is uncommon. That means taking chances. That means accepting uncertainty. That means risking failure. And yes, it's uncomfortable, but growth always is. Let me tell you something important. Where you start does not define where you finish. Your background is not your destiny. Your struggles are not your identity. In fact, sometimes the hardest beginnings create the strongest people, because struggle builds resilience, pressure builds strength, and challenges build character. So don't be ashamed of where you came from. Use it. Let it fuel you. Let it push you forward. And if you find even one person who believes in you, hold on to that, because sometimes that's all you need. But even if you don't have that, you still have yourself, and that's enough to start. At the end of the day, this is your life, your vision, your journey, your responsibility. Nobody is coming to build it for you. Nobody is going to hand it to you. You have to go after it. Not halfway, not occasionally, fully, with everything you have. Protect your vision, guard your mindset, stay focused on what matters. And no matter what happens, don't let anyone convince you that your dream is too big, because the truth is, it's not too big. You just haven't grown into it yet. But you will, step by step, day by day. If you don't quit, so keep going, even when it's slow, even when it's hard, even when it's lonely. Keep going, because one day, everything you're working for will make sense. And when that moment comes, you'll realize something powerful. It was never about luck. It was about persistence, and you had it all along.